Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Goemonronin, and I've got something for you guys that I haven't had in a while. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, I've started doing guitar setups again, and I got a couple of guitars from one of my customers here that I just set up, and I never thought I'd get a chance to check out the one I'm holding here. It is an Ibanez S. There it is, right there. So this guitar came in with some missing. Look how thick this thing is. I mean, it's like a 1/4 inch thick. This thing can't weigh more than 6 or 7 pounds. Has the INF pickups in it. That sound okay. We'll listen to them a bit in a moment. It does have a ZR trim with the 0-point system in it, which actually works quite well. It works really good. I don't have the trem bar for it, but I've hammered down on the thing a little. This is the first time I've ever worked on an Ibanez trem, and I was a little worried about it, but they make it pretty easy. They even have this cool little. Let me see if I can work it loose here. This is their, for those of you that may be new to the Ibanez trim thing. This is their neat little intonation tool, and really it's just a really long screw with some threading on it. There it is. And it's like that. Got a little washer, and this little sucker fits in back here, which you got to be careful about. And then with this screw installed, you can unlock the saddle, and it won't move around on you. You don't have to take tension off the strings, and you can adjust your intonation on the fly. Since I had never worked on a 0-point or ZR trim, I had to kind of look up how to work on it a little bit on YouTube, but the videos were there and they were quite helpful. Thank you everybody who puts those out. It's like there's a guy in China waiting with the guitar. There we go. And again, that just gets stored right there. There's your arm. It's probably a push-in one. I looked on the site. And this purple quilted finish isn't available anymore. Has this beautiful kind of smoky nickel hardware on it. Look at those inlays. Those are kind of neat. There's kind of a double line at the 12th fret there. Hum sing hum. So let's listen to this thing just a little bit. Sorry about the noise there. Okay, so I'm just playing through like a regular old just Dean Markley practice amp. This is the neck humbucker. Clean. Neck humbucker, middle single coil. I think those are, I think when you do that, the neck humbucker's tapped. So it's like that. It's that spanky sort of. It's got that spanky sound going on. Just the middle single coil. Middle single coil and bridge. bridge pickup. That's pretty noticeable. Tones all the way up, volumes all the way up. Okay, I'm just going to turn some distortion on. It's the bridge humbucker. Bridge and single. You hear it humming a little more. Alright, middle single coil that really hums. Okay, middle single coil and neck. Not too bad. Bridge, neck pickup. So, I'm not really sure. And it's just been set up so the strings are brand new. So if it's going out of tune, then actually it still sounds pretty good. And I actually like how that single coil doesn't sound bad, clean. Alright, well, there's a bit of the sound demo. So, do I like this thing? I don't know. I mean, I like, hold on. I like Ibanez as a company. You know, don't get me wrong there. This is my mother's original Strat from the 70s, by the way. Back when she was a hippie. I like the finish. You know, I like that Ibanez headstock and, you know, all that. And, you know, the neck's nice and thin and the trim stays in tune really well. With, you know, people complain about this 0-point system and not understanding how it works. But if you just look at it, you can totally see how it works. The thing is, though, there's not enough to it. It's just so thin. When I wear it, it doesn't particularly feel nice against me. And honestly, I mean, I think these INF pickups sound, or these NF, there's an INF and INF S pickups in this, INF1, INF2, INF S1 in here, and they sound alright, but honestly, the GFS pickups in my brother's piece of shit Douglas over there actually sound a little better, I think. They're all humbuckers, but you know, they're mini humbuckers in that. You know, I don't know how much these things cost. Let's look. I really like how Ibanez puts everything very clear on their website. So the shop, I'm just looking at Google Shopping here, and I guess this is bright blue burst or bright purple burst, but it doesn't exactly look like bright blue burst. This definitely has a purple look to it, so I don't know if this was a special run or what. Let me look at the inlays on this. I put in the serial number right off the back. Okay, it has the same creepy inlays, looks kind of like the same guitar. Okay, so $650 for that, which, you know, I guess isn't bad, but why not just get an RG, you know? I mean, you could probably get a little bit better equipped RG for the same money, and that's before shipping. Look at the inane amount of screws holding that plate on. As a guitar tech, I wouldn't want to have to take out that many screws. I would be taking about 4 of those out, like right away, just so there are 4 holding it in, probably. I don't know if you guys know this, but I gotta make sure I put it in the fan. It's not mine. The 0-point system actually has instructions right there on the trim plate. It's nice to be able to adjust your spring tension and stuff without having to break out a screwdriver, because the more screwdrivers that get near your instrument, the more in danger it is. Like I said, I don't have the trem arm, but actually this thing seems to be, like I said, I have hammered down on it some, and this thing seems to be staying in tune alright. I have plenty of room left in the tuners, the fine tuners, to adjust further, so I mean, there it is. A very quick and sort of impromptu review on that. Maybe if you can find one used, or you want a really, really light guitar, I don't see this thing being able to take a fall. I mean, just look at it. You know, I think Herman Lee plays an S or something like that, or a modified S or something like that. And it does bear a slight resemblance to the JS, the Joe Satriani guitars, in some ways. If you guys have ever played one, they're very similar kind of shape and very similar thickness. So if you didn't want to spend if you didn't want to spend like the money on the Joe Satriani one, and you could get this kind of cheap and upgrade the pickups, then that might be a good option too. The custom inlays are nice, although I can't say necessarily like how they look, per se. I mean, they look to me like they're supposed to be a guitar neck and headstock, like if you look at it the right way. And then the one on 12 is like both sides of the neck, sort of, I guess. I don't know what those are. Frets are nice. The neck's, you know, nice, like thin necks. I don't have the biggest hands in the world, but I can get my hands around that pretty well. Oh, and one little feature before time runs out, they have this truss rod cover you can just open without having to remove anything on. And then, all you have to do pretty much is just you use your pick and get it in there just right. Anyway, video is long enough. Watch my PRS one coming up.